So there we got two immortal beings, immortal villains, going head to head. Doomsday versus Lobo. Who wins? Well, let's find out. Doomsday is a seemingly unstoppable behemoth who adapts to overcome and destroy anything or anyone in his path. Because of his unique physiology, every time Doomsday dies, he comes back to life and becomes immune to whatever killed him. Doomsday possesses vast physical strength, and in fact, most opponents that get in his path are killed. He's even killed Superman before, and has knocked out Darkseid, the Lord of Apocalypse. So if that doesn't give you a glimpse of Doomsday's strength, I don't know what would. But not only is he super strong, but he's also effectively invulnerable. He's withstood punches from Superman, Wonder Woman, and Martian Manhunter, Darkseid's Omega Beams, and energy blasts from Green Lanterns. Then the few vital organs or weak spots that Doomsday does have are protected by thick layers of bone. Doomsday is an exceptionally fast healing factor, able to heal from virtually any injury instantaneously. He also possesses an ability known as reactive adaptation, which basically means that the longer the fight goes on, the more invulnerable he'll get as he fights. But not only that, but he can actually adapt to his opponents and their weaknesses. For instance, he's grown kryptonite bone protrusions before while fighting Superman, and gained the ability to breathe fire while fighting against Martian Manhunter. Doomsday can also involuntarily return from the dead, so no matter how many times he dies, he'll always come back, and will be immune to whatever killed him in past lives. Then in the other corner of Lobo, a deadly bounty hunter believing in no law other than his own code of honor, Lobo is the last of his kind, having killed all of the members of his race for the sake of being unique. Lobo possesses superhuman strength on par with some of the strongest beings in the DC universe. He's absolutely manhandled Superman, Hal Jordan, Martian Manhunter, and Shazam before, and said that he could easily snap Aquaman's neck, but didn't because Aquaman was chill with dolphins. Lobo one time even took an entire city and compacted it down into a tiny little ball and ate it. Despite his size, Lobo is surprisingly quick, and has been able to tag both the Flash and Superman before. He's superhumanly durable, and has an incredible healing factor as well, as he's regenerated from just a skull in a matter of seconds, kept fighting with his head completely disintegrated, and fought as just a skeleton. It's been said that only Kazarnians can truly be killed by Kazarnians, and even furthermore, Lobo has been banned from entering either heaven or hell. As a result of being banned from the afterlife, Lobo possesses the ability to leave his body if he gets too damaged, and while outside his body, he loses the ability to physically affect living beings. However, he can affect other ghosts the same way that he would normally fight a being of a physical body. His weapon of choice is a chain and a hook, and he carries a massive arsenal of deadly weapons that includes insanely large and loud guns and explosives. He also has a bottomless satchel, which is where he can pull guns, explosives, and ammo out of nowhere. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now this is quite the physical showdown we've got on our hands here, and I would say that looking at everything both of these guys have done, Doomsday's stronger. While Lobo has manhandled powerhouses like Superman, Green Lantern, and Martian Manhunter, Doomsday's actually managed to kill Clark, and he's knocked out a clone of Darkseid before. When Lobo attacked Darkseid, he ended up just hurting himself. Now that was against the actual Darkseid, not a clone, but I don't think there was a massive strength difference between the actual Darkseid and the clone in order to warrant the difference between Doomsday knocking one out and Lobo just hurting himself with a punch. I say this because the clone of Darkseid was actually able to overpower and momentarily defeat Doomsday before he was knocked out himself. Neither of these guys are necessarily speedsters, but both have reacted to the Flash and fought against Superman, so I'll say that their speed is roughly equivalent here. Lobo is definitely smarter and the better fighter, as Doomsday is essentially just a raging monster who relies on pure instinct and brute strength. Lobo is actually able to come up with strategies and execute different moves. He's also got an immense arsenal of weapons. While there's nothing in there that I think could put Doomsday down for good, there are definitely some things that'll be able to hold the monster back or injure him. And that brings me to the last point I want to talk about. The fact that this is a fight between two immortals, and will go on for all eternity. Doomsday will always reanimate from the grave and be immune to whatever killed him in the past lives, while Lobo has been banned from heaven and hell, and so he literally can't be killed. So I guess in some ways it kinda ends in a draw, since the fight will go on forever, and each side will gain his share of victories. Lobo is exceptionally good at killing, is smarter, and has some very lethal weapons in his bottomless satchel, while Doomsday is physically stronger and more imposing. But I can't just end the video in a draw, But I also don't want to say that either Lobo or Doomsday gets knocked out. That counts as a victory. Because that kind of seems lame given the fact that we have an eternal battle in our hands. So at the end of the day, with that being considered, I see Doomsday winning. And here's why. Every iteration of himself is stronger than all of the past iterations. He is immune to whatever killed him in past lives, and so that means at some point, whether it's a month or 2 or a million years in the future, Lobo will eventually run out of ways to kill him. That means that Doomsday will literally be impossible to kill or defeat, and that spells out trouble for Lobo, because while he can't be killed, he doesn't get stronger each time, and his body can still be destroyed, as we've seen by him just being a skeleton or just a head. So at the end of the day, when all is actually said and done, Doomsday is winning this fight. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button for videos just like this one every single day, and I will see y'all next time.